What is up, guys? This is Chris Assassin. It's been a long time, but you guys can finally hear me speak. I am here today with a requested video of Warframe builds. So today I'm only going to do it frame by frame. These are the frames that I currently have, but I made most of them. If you guys want, I'll remake them and mod them so that you guys can see a good use of when I use it. But for right now, we're only going to start with the first, my favorite, Excalibur. Now, with Excalibur, I gave him a lot of modularities, including this one. This one makes it so I can use Steel Charge. And I have multiple builds for him, so if you guys need to know how to mod him out, you can choose between this one that I have, which is for Exalted Blade, his newest power. What I do is I'll use Vitality, Streamline, and Rage as a must, because without these you really can't stay in Exalted Blade. And using Power Drift to increase my power strength and make sure I don't get knocked down. Intensify I also use because you need that power strength. Transient Fortitude because without the use of Radial Blind, you really don't need duration much, so you can just max out on strength. And you can either use Flow or Prime Flow depending on, but I don't have it modded enough, so it's still less than regular Flow. I use Coaction Drift so that my Steel Charge can get a slight buff, and Fleeting Expertise because just like Transient Fortitude, I don't need any duration, so my duration in the end is going to be a really high 13%. You can actually use Blind Rage instead of Coaction Drift, but then your efficiency goes down a lot, so I don't think it's worth it. But with this build, you're looking at a 500 damage per slash, not including the melee buffs of your mods. The 2 energy per second, that's the great one. The range and duration, well, the duration is actually complete shit. For 3/4 of a second, they're going to be blinded when you do the slide attack, which is not good. But in addition to that, we have the Radial Blind. Now this is my favorite class of Excalibur. I use Steel Charge so that I can use Radiant Finish. When I blind them, I can do 300% more finisher damage at melee. And with this, I get the extra melee damage, which means that you can one-shot way past level 100 enemies. Cunning Drift just because I need that power range. Overextended because, like I said, you need a lot of range. Although I use Narrow-Minded, but duration is very important when you're using this because sometimes you need to get a very slight break so that you can reload or get into a better position or just get away from a group of enemies. So this helps you a lot. Fleeting Expertise because I just think that it's a lot more helpful when you can use this in conjunction with Rage, so that when you get damaged, you can use it for less efficiency just in case you only have 20 energy and you're about to die. And also why I put on Streamline. Prime Continuity because, like I said, duration is pretty important. And Vitality because Excalibur is a very squishy frame. Without this, you're looking at 300 health. And since I already don't have shield to help Rage out the most, this should help. Finally, with Excalibur, we have something that's really similar to the first one. If you look, it's almost exactly the same, but this is for a Radial Javelin class. I don't really like Radial Javelin much, so I don't use this class often. But when used in conjunction with other frames like Volt or, let's see, or Rhino's Roar, Volt Oberon, the Smite thingy, as if they have the augment mods, you can do more damage depending on if they hit you with their power 1. You can also switch this out with Blind Rage and I don't know, actually maybe Flow. But seeing as I don't see that this class is more helpful than using Radial Blind or Exalted Blade, I think that is enough. Now, importantly, with Excalibur, for both builds, or 3 builds actually, you want a great melee weapon. Now, I don't have this mod, the stance mod. I didn't go for it. I think it's Venture Revenant. I didn't really care about it. But one thing that I use to help give Excalibur that boost is Berserker. To help get that Berserker, I use True Steel, giving me better critical chance so I can get this on critical hit. I use Pressure Point because I don't use anything without it. This is mainly a slash weapon, so I use Jagged Edge. I use North Wind just in case they're still alive after Exalted Blade and I need them to, you know, slow down or just completely die. It gives me like an extra 1,000. Sorry. Rending Strike is just to make sure that I have a little bit more slash damage. It's actually a lot more, but it's not noticeable with the big enemies like Grenier. I use Fury because without attack speed and Berserker giving me like 60% increase, I believe. The Exalted Blade isn't going to help because it's not going to be cutting down enemies as fast as you need it to. This gives me double damage, but my attack speed is lowered, which is counted by Berserker and Fury. And as a last resort, you can use the Lex Prime, but I see that the Sonicore is a hell of a lot more helpful because it can clear out waves for enemies with very minimal ease. Like, it's just amazing, especially with blast damage. You just need to mod it out so it does damage, but without it, it's pretty good as long as you can ragdoll the enemies like how it is meant to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want, you can request the next frame that I make a video on. These won't come out very often. It'll probably be like once or twice a week, depending on how I can make these videos. But remember to utilize those comments, guys. See you later. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.